Hi guys. It's me solo today. My illustrious co-host is still in the process of moving and getting things together. And since I only promised you guys that we would be off for 1 week, I figure you want me to show up this week with something, with anything that I promised you. Welcome to the podcast. I am Niki, all by myself. This is episode 25, and we are going to entitle this because it's the end of Women's History Month. We're going to entitle this "Women Who Roar." So, 2 weeks ago or a week ago, give or take, we did women, mellow, smooth women. So women who basically croon and they always have you in such a relaxing mood. And so I said, let's just do the opposite to end off this month, and let's do women who roar. so, um, I will not waste any time today. This is going to be a very quick podcast because number one, I'm not used to podding by myself, and number two, I have stage fright. So yeah, you guys are gonna get me all by my lonesome, drinking lemonade and Crown Royal. All right. So first up, the first person that comes to mind when I think about women who roar is Kelis. Kelis, Nas's ex-wife. Not that how she should be known, but the young lady that did a woman's anthem, which is "I Hate You So Much Right Now." Um, she most of her songs, except for maybe on occasion one or two, but she's done Milkshake, she's done Bossy, she's done a lot of songs where not only are they about women and empowerment, but she's literally yelling and roaring on these songs. So she's first on the list. I know this is gonna come to a surprise. Some of you people will be like, "Wait, what?" Aretha Franklin. She is a roarer. She is a singer. But if you think about Aretha's songs, Natural Woman, RESPCT, respect, just some of the songs that she's done, she is roaring on those songs. And she was very much about making sure that women were in a better place and demanding respect and things of that nature. So Aretha's on my list for women who roar. Next is Pink. If you guys don't know who Pink is, Google her, and I don't understand how you even watching the podcast if you don't know who Pink is. Pink is a Caucasian artist, married to Carey Hart, and she has done so many songs. What is the name of that song? Little Pills. She's done the So What. She has also been on a song with Eminem, and the name escapes me right now. But Pink is definitely a woman who is all about roaring and women empowerment and all of that stuff. Next on the list, which you guys should not be surprised, is Rihanna. Y'all know Rihanna not a crooner. Don't act like she's just singing your panties off. She's really not. But Rihanna is very much, if you listen to her songs, and I'm not talking about the older songs like Ponder Replay and all that other stuff. I'm talking about Needed Me. Come on now. Bitch Better Have My Money. I'm just saying, if you look at some of her newer, even though we still waiting on Rihanna to give us something in 2019, Rihanna, where's my music at? Let's talk about that, Rihanna. Where's my music? Bring me the music in 2019. I understand you getting your Avon lady on, but we would like some music too, please, ma'am. Please, pretty please. You think? Maybe, perhaps? If you can see it in your heart. Anyway, Rihanna has a whole plethora of songs that, like I said, definitely empower women and speak women's truth. Let me see. I got to kind of mark some of these things off because I don't want to repeat myself. I got a good one for y'all. Kiki Wyatt. Now I know you're like, wait, she can sing. Yes, she can sing. But if you listen to Kiki at her core, she is screaming and yelling them notes at y'all. I think there's only maybe, and I'm not even counting the songs that she does with Avant, because those are songs that she starts off crooning and then she goes into singing her lungs out. But if you think about it, at your heart, Kiki roars. She's a singer. She is like, ah. Another person that's a singer that is roaring even when they trying to sing regularly and try and croon you. Jennifer Hudson. She's another person that it doesn't matter if she's trying to woo you, if she's just trying to. Jennifer, she's roaring when she sings. She's like, she gonna get you when she be trying to hit them notes. And she hits the notes. Let me not say trying. No shade. That's a Chicago girl. I love her. True and true. But y'all know she ain't crooning. Y'all know that. So I don't have to convince you. Yes. Before Lady Gaga got on her movie tip, before she got on her ballad tip, Lady Gaga used to be a woman that was roaring. Think of all her songs. Shoot, you would think I had wrote some of these songs down. Y'all know Lady Gaga songs. Don't make me recap them, but you know what I'm talking about. She was like, in fact, I feel like she had a dance where she was doing that. Anyway, and she was very much, you know, the LBGTQ, haha, I got it right, community adores her, and she speaks volumes in her songs about just being who you are and being the way you are. Another person I have on my list is Jazmine Sullivan. Now, Jazmine Sullivan is one of those women who croons and she can roar. So if you think of I'm in love with another man, that's a whole crooning song till she get to the end, and then she is hollering at you, telling you that she love this man. Bust the windows out my car. Sounds like roaring to me. Also, what's the song that Tam and I both like? Let It Burn. She's roaring. She roaring through that whole song. It start off subtle, but Jazmine can't help herself. She is a roarer. That's what she does. Who else do I have? Now you may disagree with me on this, but just follow me. Tiana Taylor. She's roaring. Tiana Taylor is not your typical singer. Like, you're not booking her for anything operatic. You don't expect her to be hitting certain notes. But her songs and the subjects that she touches on and everything that she talks about outside of Junie. Hey, little Junie. She's a roar. I consider her in my list of women. They're roar. I'm just saying. You can dispute me. You can debate me. Put it in the comments. It don't bother me. Look, go on and put it in the comments. Other women that I have is our dearly departed Amy Winehouse. Amy Winehouse was definitely a roarer. She was she could croon a little bit. Like, I was not a huge fan of Amy Winehouse's voice, but I was a huge fan of her lyrics and how she did things and her look. She had a style all of her own, and she would have probably been a brand if she had stuck around a little while longer, you know what I'm saying? But Amy Winehouse is absolutely on my list of women who roar. Who else do I have? I have Cher. So if you guys ask me why I have Cher on my list, I can't really answer that question. She's just on the list. She's Cher. She's Cher. Just like Celine Dion is on the mellow, smooth women that soothe you list. Cher she gotta be on the list. And I know you guys are expecting me to say Katy Perry because she has a song called Roar. Yeah. And then if I say Katy Perry, I feel like I'm forced to say Demi Lovato. And then I'm forced to say, I would never say Ariana Grande for a roar. A person that roars. A woman that roars. But you guys get the point, right? Yeah. So that's why Katie's not on my list, because I felt like I would be forced to put a whole bunch of other people on the list that I wasn't comfortable with. Another person that I have on the list, actually, yeah, one of the last people, I have two other people on the list, is Annie Lennox. And if you're wondering who Annie Lennox is, she sang one of your favorite songs, one of my favorite songs. She was in Eurythmics, and she sang, "Sweet dreams are made of these. Who am I to disagree?" Yes, that Annie Lennox. She also made the other song, "Would I Lie to You?" which was also with the Eurythmics. And there's one other song. that she basically roars on. And so that's why I added her to the list. Y'all wanted a white person on the list? Annie Lennox is on the list. Guaranteed. The last person I have on the list, well, the last two people I have on the list, our sister and sister team. I don't know where I got brother from. I'm doing all women. Our sister and sister team, and it's Beyonce and Solange. Now, you know that I do not generally talk about Beyonce on the podcast. And I have said some things about Solange, never disparaging. I'm just saying some things about Solange. But when I think of what it means to roar, what I think of what it means for a woman to roar and to tell her truth and to tell other women's truths and speak empowerment and speak girl power into songs, I kind of got to add them, you know? Beyonce does her fair amount of crooning and being mellow and smooth, but she's also shown on the flip side that she can gather it up, and if she needs to roar, she can do that. Solange, on the other hand, Solange is more for me. Solange isn't a person, isn't a singer that roars, but the meanings, the lyrics, everything behind her music screams, literally screams. So I have the sister and sister duo closing out my list, and I am a whole 12 minutes in, and I am done with that. Usually we will go to unpopular opinion next. I was gonna do why I don't care for Erykah Badu, right? But because Tam is not here, and I promised Tam that we would discuss it together, I'm going to skip over that topic. So let's just get into unpopular opinions today. Today is Tuesday, and I'm going to upload this on Thursday. So by the time this all airs, it'll be old news. But generally, by the time I upload the podcast, it's all old news. Anyway, so I say all of this to say, two things happened in the news today. The first thing was, because I'm a Chicago girl, I was reading that Jussie Smollett managed to get all 16 counts that they were charging him dropped. All 16. 0 counts on him. And they're going to expunge the case. It's expunge his record and drop the case all at the same time. So I also kind of sort of watched CPD's, Rahm Emanuel's press conference about how they still feel like he's guilty, and they feel like they got not bamboozled, but they were in shock because they didn't know that this was going to happen in court today, and yada yada yada, et cetera, et cetera. So peep this. This is my unpopular opinion. I don't care if Jussie did it or did not do it, if he faked it or if he did not fake it. I really don't care. A lot of people are invested in that. And for me, it's neither here nor there. Let me tell you why. What he managed to prove was that the CPD can't be trusted. Not only can they not be trusted, their rush to get this case wrapped up, their rush to close this case, their rush to put everything on him made them look stupid. So I say all of this to say, if you have a police department in America that you trust, you might be a damn fool. Now that I think about it, the feds investigated it, CPD investigated it. And I feel like we talked about this in a previous podcast, so I apologize if this is repetitive. I really do. But peep this. The feds who wake up and ruin a person's day. The feds only come after you when they already got everything they need, right? Then they say, oh, and by the way, we about to arrest you because we done stacked everything against you. We got you. We already got you. The feds went against what CPD was saying when they were talking about, oh, Jussie wrote a check for the attack and da-da-da. And the feds say, no, we got that check. That check say it was for weightlifting or training. And the CPD never recanted anything. They didn't say anything. And the feds haven't come out with anything outside of that check thing, and I think it was one other thing that they came out with. But the CPD been harping and holding press conferences. Eddie Johnson looked like a hot fool sitting up there. We wasted valuable time and resources. Hey, anytime there's a crime, you're supposed to use time and resources. Isn't that part of your job? Is to time, resources, investigate. Isn't that's your job? You're supposed to do that. So if there was a waste, the waste came on y'all part because y'all were looking for two Nigerian men, which are clearly black men and not white men, and yeah, y'all didn't investigate this. Let's just say that. I think you guys have seen on cartoons, we'll say that, like Inspector Gadget, right? Old cartoon. If you're at least 40, between 35 and 40, you probably know what I'm talking about, right? So you know how Inspector Gadget bumbled up some stuff, but he had people behind him that would kind of clear that up. Just like what is his name? I want to say the Pink Panther, but that is not it. But I can't think of the name of the cartoon. But long story short, the cartoon where the person that was investigating always had, outside of Inspector Gadget, always had somebody watching his back, right? CPD don't have that. They pieced together some little stuff that they found, and guess what? Oh, we figured it out. Chicago Police Department has never closed a case that fast in their life, ever. It's countless, hundreds, almost thousands of unresolved cold cases in Chicago. And y'all figured out a little alleged hate crime in 0.5 minutes? No. Nah, son. Nah. So that's one unpopular opinion. My second unpopular opinion, because I'm going to do two, because what? I got time today. My second unpopular opinion is about Miss Wendy Williams. Now, this is not a gossip podcast. It's really not. So I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know for sure, but I'm just going to say what I've been reading and everything else. But the unpopular opinion is you can't, I won't say you can't. It is not wise for you to make your living off talking about other people's business, but you won't talk about your own. Now, earlier this week or last week, I can't remember because the weeks have been blurring together. But anyhow, earlier this week or last week, Wendy came out and said she had been going to a sober house, that she had been addicted to some type of narcotic. I don't think she was very specific on what it was. It doesn't really matter. And that, she was kind of taking onus and putting her big girl panties on and saying, you know what, I'm struggling. This is what I'm going through, blah, blah, blah. And I want you to find out from me. Cool. We can appreciate that because part of how your claim to fame has been is you talking about everybody else's business. You have to talk about your own business. It makes you look almost borderline hypocritical if you don't address your own stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's like if I got on the podcast and I talked about everybody music, but I was making music. Why would I not critique and talk about my own music? I'm not saying I'm going to play it for you because I'm not going to force it upon you. But if I was doing music, wouldn't it make sense for me to say, oh, and by the way, I got an album coming? You know what I'm saying? Anyway. So earlier this week, which is not that far because today is only Tuesday and Monday, the blogs allegedly have come out with news about her husband who had a baby with another woman, his mistress, the mistress that he's had for quite some time. Which if I put on my psychology hat, which I do not have a degree in psychology, I would say, well, it makes sense why Wendy is falling off the wagon and feeling a certain way and going through these struggles, because if my husband had a baby with another woman and I wasn't trying to divorce him and I'm going to be self-medicating. Back to my unpopular opinion. My unpopular opinion is this. Wendy, get ahead of this. That's all I got for you. Get ahead of this because, long story short, it's out there. So you might as well address it and get it over with. Because, again, you called Nick Cannon's Break Baby or Oops Baby. And we all remember that. Even people that don't watch Wendy Williams remember her saying that to Nick Cannon about his child. Oops, baby. Karma comes around. What did your husband have with his mistress? All right, I'm done with unpopular opinion. If y'all think I'm catty, I apologize. I usually have someone to balance me out, but I'm here by myself. And I've been drinking. Not that much though. I really wanted to do who I stand for this week. It's gonna kind of all be tied in together because I'm mentioning her 3 times. So let me tell y'all, and you guys know, I didn't know nothing about Megan Thee Stallion. Didn't know nothing about her. Didn't. And Tam did she did sexual behavior in the ghetto and read the lyrics. And I was just like, I was clutching pearls that I didn't even have. And so once I hear somebody and I kind of get into the groove, I'm almost obsessive. I'm like, what have you done? Let me see what you've done. Let me check you out. And so even though Tam isn't here today, I am standing for Megan Thee Stallion. A couple of reasons why. One of her new songs is actually on my new music, and I'll get to that in a couple of segments. Also, unfortunately, her mom passed last week. And I started looking at interviews and I started like checking things out and researching and everything. And her mother used to be a rapper, which I think is amazing. And so the more I read about her and the more I listened to her music and how long she's been doing this and hearing her freestyle and everything else, I can admit that I was wrong. And Tam was right. And so this week, I am standing for Megan Thee Stallion. Kudos to you, girl. Thank you for closing out our Women's History Month. I wish you all the best. I am a fan. Absolutely. And can I tell you, in that Big Old Freak video, her in that red hair, she was almost inspiring me. I can't get my hair that red because I am in corporate America and they will be like, go home. Put another wig on. Put something on. I don't have a wig. This is actually my hair. But still, they would be like, girl, gone. Bye. But yeah, she in that red hair. All right. So moving right along, I have this week's sexual behavior in the ghetto song. I'm doing a woman, of course, and I didn't mention her the week that we did Mellow Smooth Women because she only has one album, and I was just kind of like, And I was super focused on older artists, people that you guys can look into and get into. But today's resuscitation and recitation is going to be a young lady by the name of Yuna. Yuna has a song called Crush. Yes, Usher is in it, but don't worry about that because I'm not going to read the whole thing anyway. My patience is very thin, and I just don't have time to read to y'all like that. But I'm going to read Yuna-Crush. You call me on a lazy afternoon, asking me what I'm up to. Let's find something to do. Baby, I'll be down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Da-down. You know I be down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Da-down. I see you arriving in your car. Jet black Mercedes, built in the 70s. Classic like you and me. I'll be coming down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Da-down. And then she said again, I'm not saying that part again. I feel a little rush. I think I got a little crush on you. I hope it's not too much. But boy, when I'm with you, I hear it. My heart is singing, la, 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 la. And then one more time. So I'm going to fast forward the song because Usher's talking. We don't really care about Usher. It's Women's History Month. I wonder if you feel the same. I see it in the way that you behave around me. And I can tell what we have is different from anyone else. Because you stop doing what you're doing. When I call, you come up to me running. And I would do the same for you. So tell me that you feel it too. Yes, that is Crush by Yuna featuring Usher, because it's really Yuna's song. Usher just pop up on that song. Fun fact about Yuna, she is actually a lawyer, or she was a lawyer. I don't know if she's still practicing law, but she was actually a lawyer. Can you imagine if your lawyer was singing like that? Y'all not ready. I'm also not gonna really do It's a Vibe this week. You wanna know why? Who am I gonna ask questions to? Myself? No. Don't really want to be out here talking to myself. That's not a good look at all. So we will get back to It's a Vibe next week. Hopefully Tam will be back with us next week. Moving is a hassle, and I want to shout my co-host out because it's rough. It's super rough when you have to kind of interrupt your life and pack up and then turn around and unpack within like a week or two. It's crazy. So shout out to you, Tam. I did this without you. I'm kind of having fun, but not too much fun without you. New music this week, or technically last week, which was last Friday. So new music came out. There's this artist named Ayanis. It's Ayanis. And she has a song called Wait a Minute. It's a medium to slow tempo. But in the song, she uses the verbiage of Too Close by Next. So somehow in the song she says, in fact, I feel like I should just pull it up for y'all. Somehow in the song she starts busting out with, I get so excited. I was like, wait a minute, this is not, here, let me play it for you so that y'all can hear a little bit of it. Not a lot. I mean, I'm finished. I just want to take my time with my decisions. Sorry. It's kind of loud. So yeah, because we're not getting this podcast flag. Not when I'm here by myself. No. So that was Wait a Minute by Ayanis. Like I said, medium and slow tempo. It starts off slow, builds up to a medium tempo. Another artist that I listen to. So I have to kind of give you guys a background on me. I was not up on Lizzo. Don't judge me. I wasn't, and it's my fault because I have people that are surrounding me that are up on Lizzo, but I was not up on Lizzo. I am working on being up on Lizzo. In fact, I was going to go to her concert with my daughter, but I think the concert sold out so fast, so I don't even know if my baby is coming into town for us to spend time together. I don't know. But Lizzo did a song with Missy. It's a bop. It's definitely a bop. We all know and love Missy, and the song is called Tempo. I'm gonna play a little bit of it because I know they will flag me for this. That is not the right tempo. Hold on, not the right tempo. So yeah, just wanted y'all to know. Do you hear how it starts? Man, I've been waiting for this one. Me too. Slow songs, they for skinny hoes. Can't move all of this, here to one of those. I'm a thick bitch, I need tempo. Okay, that's it. That's all I can play for y'all. We're not getting a podcast flag. So, it's a bop. I like it. You should too. Who don't like anything Missy does? And Lizzo, like I said, just adds to it. The next one I have, I brought up Megan Thee Stallion, is Sex Talk. It's another bop. To me, it's not gonna be as popular as her single Big Old Freak. But Sex Talk is a good song, and she's back in her bag talking about, well, clearly if the song's called Sex Talk, y'all already know what she's talking about. Don't make me, I'm not even gonna play it. It's probably too explicit for this podcast, and we cuss. So anyway, Sex Talk, Megan Thee Stallion, it came out last week. Go on and give it a listen to it because I'm standing for her. And last but not least, BJ the Chicago Kid. I know you like, wait, I snuck a whole guy in there. But let me tell you why I snuck a guy in there. Because he's from Chicago. I couldn't help it. So BJ the Chicago Kid has a song out called Close. I am somewhat trying to play it for you right now. A little bit. Let me get fast forward it. Okay, that's all y'all can hear. We're done. So, to sum it up, BJ the Chicago Kid, Close, Tempo, with Missy featuring Lizzo, Ayannis, Wait a Minute, and then Megan Thee Stallion, Sex Talk. So that's your new music. Whew, man, I feel like I have been talking forever, but it's only been 30 minutes. So I'm wrapping this up. Just a couple of things. Happy belated birthday to Aretha Franklin, who I mentioned at the beginning half of the show. Her birthday was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember. Today is the 25th. I don't know what days anything is anymore. Anyway, I know her birthday just recently passed. I want to say it was yesterday. So happy belated birthday to her. Happy belated birthday to Big Sean, who says he has an album coming out. Speaking of albums coming out, so does Jhené Aiko. And you know they are not together. So I'm interested in hearing what both of their albums are going to sound like in 2019. Happy birthday to Diana Ross, who I think turned 74 or 75. Yes, come on, Diana Ross. Do it. Do it. Happy birthday, Eric Bellinger. I have to tell Tam that Eric Bellinger's birthday is tomorrow, which I think is Wednesday. Yeah, but happy belated birthday, because by the time you guys see this, it'll be too late. And happy birthday to Mariah Carey, a crooner and a singer, a crooner and a roarer. She does a little bit of both. Trying to think what else I have for you guys. Shoot. Give me a second. In the middle of my podcast, give me a second. I don't think I have anything else. For those who watch it, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta is back on. One day we need to talk about the unpopular opinion that is Faith Evans and Stevie Jordan. But we're not going to do it today. No, because you're getting this quick and fast in a hurry podcast from me. I think that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for rocking with me on my solo podcast for today. We will see you next week. Next week, episode 26. I have no idea what we're going to be talking about. I lost my music notebook, so I have no idea what we're going to be talking about, but guaranteed we will be back next week, even if I have to be on this thing solo again. So, arrivederci. Have a good week, y'all.